Hi, welcome to The Conscious Spirit. I'm Pam.
I'm Mari-Lyn. Together, we are TCS Everyday Psychics.
Welcome to our channel.
Yeah.
Did I immediately cut her off? This is good.
Well, if we'd have been in sync, it would have been really awesome. Welcome.
Yes.
To all of you who have been with us through this journey.
Yes.
And to
Thank
you new people.
Yes. Welcome.
Hopefully, we've got some new people watching this video.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we hope you subscribe and like and share and all of that.
All that good stuff.
We are here to give the ghost point of view.
Mm-hmm.
That's what our focus is. It's not necessarily we do a lot of teaching. So the teams that go out, whoever video we're watching, we will comment on, what they say or whatever, or what they're doing.
Right.
But always from the lens of the ghost point of view. And really it's all the energy. We're just reading the energy. We're bringing that information to you because there's so much misinformation out there.
So much misinformation. And nobody seems, up until us, nobody seems to even think about what's actually happening in that energy. What is that ghost or that earthbound spirit really experiencing?
Yes.
So
that's really how we come into everything, is that so we've cleared houses for years, and we started noticing people don't really even know what a ghost is. They have no idea what a ghost is. And some people even like living with activity, which is it's so unhealthy for everyone, the ghosts included.
Yes.
Unhealthy. And that's when, I don't remember which one of us got the idea to start doing these reaction videos to bring that to people, because people don't know what is a ghost?
What is a ghost?
They have no idea. So that's what we talk about a lot on this channel.
Yep.
Welcome. We are paranormal mediums, spiritual teachers, spiritual journey teachers, maybe. Really what we teach is the spiritual journey.
Because that is really what we're doing, is teaching you how to go through that spiritual journey.
And we're multidimensional energy healers. So most of this journey is about healing.
It is.
And
healing, evolving, growing.
Yes.
And from that, helping someone else.
Yes.
Learn and heal and all that.
So here we are with our years of experience and giving this to you.
Yep.
So we have had we get lots of, our to-do list for reaction videos is really long. Yes. And so we knew we had to do another Sam and Colby. They were up. But there's so many Sam and Colbys, so many of them. One day, Mari-Lyn was talking about prisons, and so we got into a conversation about how prisons are always so haunted. There's so much activity.
So much activity.
And when we looked at Sam and Colby, we were like, oh, they've done a couple of prisons here. Maybe we'll do and then this one came up. Shawshank Redemption is one of my favorite Stephen King movies. So we knew, it's like, that's the one we have to do. Yeah. And so what we've done is as you know, if you've been following us, we don't like to watch the first part of the video where they're talking about the activity that's going on in the place. We watched a couple of videos like that because you all asked us, can you please watch it all? And so we did, and we really didn't like it. We want to go in sort of blind, if you will.
Going in blind is better. I have to say there are a few people we've watched where we can watch the whole video.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah.
So what we've done is our video dude separated the first part of the video from the part that we're going to be reacting to. When we put this video back together as the reaction, we're going to add that piece in there. So we're not watching it. We're not going to watch it, but it'll be there for all of you who want to see the entire video. And then I think it's like 9 or 10 minutes at the beginning. And then we'll come in with the reaction. Yeah. So we'll try that. And you guys let us know if you like it that way or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and what is this one? I've forgotten the actual name of the video.
Oh, the actual video is Our Horrifying Night in Haunted Prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think it's like Ohio State Prison. It's Ohio Penitentiary.
Penitentiary.
Yeah, something. But it's definitely it's where they did Shawshank Redemption. So
I'm going to take your word for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember watching it.
I do not remember watching it. That doesn't mean I didn't.
No.
That's another
It was
story.
a long time ago. It's an old movie.
Yeah.
But it's a good one. All
right.
right.
So I guess we need ears, don't we?
Yes. Right. So we're going to edit in the first part of the video now, and we'll see you on the other side of it.
Ohio State Reformatory.
Many people believe that this is the most haunted prison in the country.
You may not believe in ghosts or spirits or anything or hauntings, but stuff does happen that you can't explain.
Basically turned into a battery for the paranormal to trap spirits here.
Yeah.
Good luck, Nate. You might be setting the bar for the new scariest thing we've ever done on this channel.
Ooh. We're going to the most active area.
This is the one area where you really have to be careful about what you say and do.
You're gonna get attacked. No way, dude. Oh, this is gonna be the scariest thing I've ever done.
The silence begins to make you kind of question the edges of yourself. It feels like this building wants to keep you.
What was that? What the hell was that?
I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living, or get busy dying.
Ohio State Reformatory.
Wow.
Dude, so you know they used to call this place Dracula's Castle because of how spooky it looks?
And us three went to the Dracula's castle.
This is the Dracula's Castle team. Let's go.
This is like an evil Disney princess lair.
Dude, this is spooky.
Even the front door has glowing lights.
Emo Rapunzel is at the top.
Letting down your cropped hair.
Ready? Oh, this is gonna be a cold, demonic night.
You just said it's colder inside the building.
How is that even possible? I wonder who the architect was of this place. Let's make a reformatory and make it beautiful.
It actually looks sick.
Did you know Shawshank Redemption was shot here?
Yes, I have not seen that movie, but now I can picture it and I want to watch that movie now.
What can you picture if you haven't seen it?
Whoa, that's tall.
Crazy.
Whoa!
Oh, and now all the lights are going down.
These are going to be the only lights on?
It's gonna be spooky tonight, guys.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Why would you guys put statues like right there?
This is all about scaring.
So you're telling me that that's not a shadow man right now?
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
Today we are here with Nate Attacked. We're here also with Haunted Nights at the Ohio State Reformatory.
Earlier in season 1, we actually went to the West Virginia Penitentiary. This is actually going to give it a run for its money with the hauntings.
This one's nicknamed the Blood Prison. It had within its walls 154,000 inmates and is home to the largest freestanding cell block in the world.
Not only that, but the place has like a brutal history, having been built on an old Civil War campsite that was supposedly haunted. In fact, one of the soldiers there was sent to an insane asylum because he kept finding himself visited by shadow figures, ghosts of people that he recognized. It was literally built on a haunting.
Why are you building stuff on haunted grounds?
But this place, unlike the penitentiary, is called a reformatory. This place was actually meant to reform its inmates. Unlike a maximum security prison, it did not have these crazy major criminals. It usually took on younger criminals, 16 to 30, on their first offense crime. They would teach them, they would allow them to work, they would allow them to get educated, put them back into the world.
And they could act in plays.
There was a lot of trust in the prisoners and inmates here. They were allowed to play sports, there was gyms here.
So it obviously wasn't that bad.
But In spite, they were literally hanging people by their thumbs.
So basically one of the first major riots, they were like, okay, not only are we gonna stop this quick, get back in your cells, but because of your offenses, we are going to hang you by your thumbs. How do you even do that?
And they would only feed you one meal a day too while they were doing that. Your tummy would be grumbling while you're like, oh.
How do your thumbs not fly out of their sockets? You know?
Well, they probably were flying out of their thumb holes, dude.
Oh, my thumb holes want to be intact.
You have a grumbling tummy and some fucked up thummies.
For the first 40 to 50 years, it was an intermediate security prison with a lot of opportunity for these people. The government had less and less funding over the years. All the prisons around the state had to take on more and more prisoners. Imagine if half of the state's prisons closed down and then all those prisoners have to go somewhere. This prison ended up taking on violent criminals and becoming a maximum security prison.
At one point, the prison was like grossly overpopulated, and they had like 5 times the amount of people crammed into solitary confinement as they should have.
3 to even 4 prisoners were in these tiny cells at one time.
What happens when you put people crammed in tiny cells together? Disease spread.
Get COVID.
Yeah, everybody gets Omicron.
Yeah.
They were getting like the Spanish flu, tuberculosis. There was a lot of rampant disease,
gonorrhea,
death, syphilis, everything.
Yeah.
Was getting transferred.
I can relate to that.
Okay.
The vermin situation even got so bad at one point that prisoners would have to jam their ear holes with paper towels and toilet paper so cockroaches wouldn't crawl into their holes.
After this became a maximum security prison, they formed a riot. 120 inmates went to revolt against how their prison was run. They wanted better treatment, obviously. However, they did not realize how bad these consequences were going to be. 120 people were stopped and thrown into what is referred to as the hole. It is solitary confinement. What?
Did you feel that?
Oh, that just got really cold. I'm feeling
There's a giant breeze coming down these stairs.
Dude, which is crazy because the whole place is closed. Like, how is there a draft in here?
Anyway, so solitary confinement, it was only supposed to hold one person. 120 people were fit into 10 solitary confinement cells for a full week. They didn't even feed them.
They went insane, they murdered each other, they starved. That's about the most crooked condition you can be in.
There was even an article that said the only way to escape this prison was to jump off the highest block. It's messed up. Like, a lot of people were very, very depressed here, and that's why there's so much negative energy that supposedly lingers today.
Maybe this place didn't have actual executions, like it wouldn't kill people, but there was still a lot of murder, a lot of suicide, a lot of pain.
Well, and dude, what's interesting about that is, and this is gonna start kind of cueing into the paranormal side of this place.
Was that a ghost?
Oh my god. Anyway, what I was about to say was the conditions were so bad here that on numerous occasions, inmates literally lit themselves on fire.
How bad does your life have to be in this prison to where you have to not only kill yourself, but light yourself on fire?
One of them specifically, James Lockhart, was only 3 years younger than we are.
22?
He's 22 years old. He snagged a bottle of turpentine, which is basically like oil, snuck it into his room, doused himself in it, and lit himself on fire. Rumor has it, it was so hot, prisoners in the neighboring cells were suffering.
They had to rush their sinks and just constantly splash their face with water because of the smoke that was entering into their cell.
Yeah.
And imagine the horrid screams that Mr. Lockhart had.
Another interesting case was Larry Harmer. So he only had a 1-year sentence for damaged property. He decided that the conditions here were so bad that he had to commit suicide. That begs the question, if you cannot even wait 1 year, you're young, you're in your 20s, why do you have to commit suicide? What was going on here that they're not documenting?
Of course, the media is going to tell you like the best parts of it and stuff like that, but like,
Jesus. When the best parts are, oh, 2 people lit themselves on fire, another one hung himself, riots, cockroaches.
like what else could have happened?
Speaking of deaths though, there's only 215 numbered gravestones here at the cemetery. However, looking through documents and archives, you can see that there are hundreds more people that died.
So one of the reasons why this prison in particular is one of the most known prisons in the entire world is not only because of the highest cell block in the entire world, but also because of Shawshank Redemption. If you guys have seen that movie, it was actually shot here.
People call this the Shawshank prison. So let's talk about the things that are happening here in this active prison.
Well, one of the things I find most interesting is that the ceiling is lined with copper, which is superconductive. And so this place was always getting struck by lightning, and the power would be out for like hours at a time. It basically turned into a big battery for the paranormal, an electromagnetic field that traps spirits here.
I can just imagine it because this already looks like just a gothic castle from the outside. Lightning striking all the time and causing power outages.
Yes.
Looks like a
Imagine
freaking
it.
movie.
It's surprising the Humane Society looked at that and was like, oh, it's probably fine.
So here in the prison, you end up hearing a bunch, like whisper.
What was that?
Many paranormal investigators report that you feel chills. You feel yourself actually getting pushed. And a lot of time, people even hear cell doors slamming and people walking around.
Hella shadow people here, and they say the shadow people are slightly different than other locations because they have red glowing eyes.
They're called the porch people.
All the windows and doors here are closed, so there shouldn't be any drafts. But we just felt one during this.
It was like a strong draft.
This is over 250,000 square feet. One of, if not the biggest place we've explored. So it's gonna be a long night. Let's get started.
Alright guys, it's tour time. Here we go. Apparently we're starting on the most active floor, which is the 3rd floor, and we're gonna work our way down. But before we get started, if you guys could introduce yourself to camera.
My name's Greg Faketic. I'm the lead paranormal investigator here at the Hostel Reformatory.
I'm Lauren Hellickson. I am one of the investigators for Tri-C Ghost Hunters.
Body Nights, Dylan, I'm Steve.
Have you guys investigated this place before?
We haven't, no.
Whoa, this is the first place we've been with them that they haven't investigated.
We grew up in solitary and we heard some like footsteps and stuff. We thought you guys were just like walking around. Both saw the same shadow figure under like an exit sign.
We both stopped dead in our tracks.
Like full apparition sort of thing?
Stepped right out, leaned out, and went right back in.
Why can't we see these goddamn
I don't
things,
understand.
dude?
I've never seen anything like that.
Like-
I want to.
Solitary confinement, where you guys are at. Shadow figures are seen there. In fact, I just saw an apparition there last Thursday. A big thing that people do experience are the footsteps.
Wow, both things!
It was loud.
You guys do nothing about that.
Maybe these shadow figures are like Sam and Colby fans.
Half of our subscribers are just shadow figures.
This area was used as guest bedrooms, but for some reason this is an extremely active area. When I do my tours, I do a rating scale, 1 to 5. 1 being the least active, 5 being the most active. This area would definitely be a 5.
How many places do
Want
you...
to talk about that?
It was when he said guest bedrooms and activity, and I just got this chill that went over my body.
So there's something there.
There is something there, and it feels around the people that would come and visit and stay there, like visitors.
Okay.
Very interesting. And I also want to say that footsteps in a prison, how much, I'm just curious, the percentage, the ratio
Of residual
versus
conscious.
activity
Yes,
conscious,
yes.
because
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of noises. Probably cell doors, you can hear them, the locks clicking, who knows what, screaming, yelling, whatever, because that's a lot of energy.
Oh boy, that's
Lots
a lot
of energy. And I do want to say as well, I always get Sam and Colby mixed up, which one's which, but they were, one of them said something about how come they never see shadow people? They never get the, it's not, it's really about the energy that we hold and how open and receptive we are and the vibration we put ourselves in when we go into those areas. So those two, Sam and Colby really aren't ghost hunters. Those other two are ghost hunters. That's what they're really going to do. There is a difference. So I think their vibration is just a little different. So they're going to experience more than Sam and Colby are. Sam and Colby, they're there to experience paranormal activity, true, but they're also entertainers and they're doing it for this channel. So there's a little different reason than the ghost hunters.
The perspective is definitely different.
Yeah.
As is the energy.
Yep.
I mean, you can feel that.
Yeah. So it really depends on the energy that you're in when you go into a place, how much you're going to see and hear and receive.
True.
So that would be the why.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
You think are 5 in this place?
Most of the areas here are 5.
God, okay. Shouldn't have been asked.
I've been investigating since 1991. I've been investigating the House Reformatory since 2004. I've never seen a shadow or apparition until sitting on that stage right there.
Whoa.
Right. For me, everything's got a logical explanation. And I'm like, shit, what the hell was that? And then as I'm sitting there, I hear growling coming from the center of the room.
Oh my God. No.
A lot of growling.
Right after that, I heard church bells. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This was January of 2020.
Whoa.
You're like glass break too in there.
This doesn't do it justice. It was freaking loud. We got up, we searched every one of these rooms expecting to find something on the ground. Nothing. We searched down the hallway, locked closets. There was nothing. You know, if we can return, you're going to be kind of like the same person that you were in life. So you got these inmates, prisoners.
Talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stop. That you return, you're the same person you were in life. That's sort of true. That's like a half, maybe a little more true. There's an essence.
It's not an absolute.
It's not an absolute.
Yeah.
No. You don't have the range of emotions when you're an earthbound spirit. So you get stuck there. You choose to be there, whatever the reason is that you're there. You are in that low vibration. So if you were that part of you in life that was depressed, angry, whatever, those lower vibration, whatever is in fear, that's what you're going to hold on to and can very much be amplified in that space. So you have to be careful when you say you're the same person, because you're really not. True. You don't have the range of emotions, the range of thought. You don't have that full range. You're not completely conscious like you are.
Very true.
Here.
Yeah.
You have free will, that you have.
That you do.
But you are working through a very low vibration, so you can't get to many of those other feelings and vibrations.
Very good point.
So I just wanted to point that out. But that's one of the closer things. Out of many of the videos that we watched, that's a more true statement than I have heard from a lot of them.
Very true.
Yeah. So.
You got to be careful. Now, I'm a retired police officer, and I have no problem telling them that, but I treat them with respect here. We do have people that don't treat them so nice, and they do get physically attacked.
Whoa!
People believe that maybe you had unfinished business, maybe you died a tragic death and you're stuck here, maybe you're trying to come back and tell your story or something, or maybe it's just a residual type of thing. You may not believe in ghosts or spirits or anything or hauntings, but stuff does happen that you can't explain.
The most paranormally active area in this wing.
People have been walking past this room. Heard growling.
What was that?
Yo, yeah.
Past this room, past this room, past this room.
You heard that too?
Oh yeah, that was loud.
Did you hear that?
That was a crash. It was like a bang or something.
Oh, just now?
Yeah.
No, down this hallway.
It was like,
I heard something. There's nobody else in the building here with us.
There was something like down the hallway.
Yeah.
That is a very active area too. This whole floor.
I was going to say, there was just a voice back here.
what? Hello? Is this what it was?
No, it was like a deep.
Is this what it was?
I've heard one story where there was a group of people sitting on the bench over there, and they looked over here and they saw a shadow figure standing right here on the corner of the wall. And as they're watching it, it proceeded to get down on all fours and scurry down the hallway.
Oh! Like the creeper at the Waverly Hills.
But this whole area would be a 5.
Whoa. You wanted to sit in the only chair in the most haunted room real quick?
Is that a
You
bad?
can't stay there, though.
There's one thing that sets this room off from all the other rooms here in the prison. Besides closets, this is the only room that has no windows.
No window.
Oh.
We call this the chair room because obviously, ever since I've been investigating here, there's been a chair sitting in the room. If you move the chair to another location and left, when you come back, the chair would be moved back. Now, we do a thing called the chair room challenge. You come in here, sit by yourself for 15 minutes, door closed, by yourself without a flashlight.
Oh my god!
I think because he sat in the chair, that he just.
I was gonna say, I think you just volunteered.
Really? Why?
You volunteered for the chair challenge.
People do claim that they will hear voices, they'll hear the growling, something may touch them, or the chair may start shaking. If they're in here doing the chair room challenge, I've never known anybody so far that has been physically attacked.
That's good. Yeah, come on. It's fine.
But it may not be good now.
So far, yeah.
They only get attacked in a situation like this.
What do you mean?
Like what?
Like with all of us around?
In the chair with other people around. That's when people get physical.
All right, so wait, now sit back down, everyone circle up.
We have like about 6 people attacked sitting in the chair. All of a sudden they'll scream or they'll complain of a burning sensation. They'll get up and they'll find scratches on their back. One photo I have actually drew blood.
Whoa!
Okay. A lot going on in this little room. First of all, not having any windows or anything, it plays mind tricks on you.
It does.
And it can get stuffy, and it's a little freaky when you're in a room, as I'm sure you all know, lights go out, whatever, and there's only one way out, and all you can think of is there's activity going on here. Which way is it going to come at me? And so there's a lot of freaking yourself out in this room. There's no escape. It's like one of those escape rooms, whatever. Lot of energy, that just so much dense energy that's sort of bouncing around in there. I'm not getting much on now I'm not saying this doesn't happen. I'm just not getting much on people being attacked when they're in that chair. Did you get something on that?
No. Not in this room. Before this room.
Okay.
I got a man, I believe, was a prisoner. Yeah, he was a prisoner carrying a food tray. He was just walking through carrying his food tray. A lot of angst, a lot of anger, a lot of fear. And then I got a flash of a guard with what do they call those nightsticks? And he's just whack,
just wailing
on somebody. I also got a flash of that guard once they went to this room. Not convinced though that he's actually in this room.
Okay. What I get with that, as you were talking, is the reason that it would happen when other people are there is to make an example of that person. That person's in that chair. We're making an example of him in front of everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah. So that's why it happens there and not alone, because how fun is it alone when you can, these sadistic people who were some of the guards and the inmates too.
Yeah.
But if you could humiliate a person and beat them in front of their peers.
Yep.
That was way more constructive and fun for
and
them.
had a greater effect.
Yes, than if the person was just there on their own without anyone watching. And there are people who really like to do that in front. Like, it made them feel like a really important person to be able to do it in front and scare everyone in the room. Like, if you're that sadistic, that psychopathic, that's really gonna, I hate to say it, but turn you on to do that in front of all those people. So that's what I'm getting, is why that's happening there. All right.
Okay.
Keep going.
Oh my God. Do not start relating this place to this.
There are some people that claim that there was a portal in here too.
Oh my God! No way!
So this one's number 14, just a chair, nothing. Photo number 15 has something that's in the same area where people claim that there was a portal. So we don't know what that is.
Whoa!
That's like straight up like The Conjuring.
Chair challenge?
Yeah, I had it.
That black shadow.
Let's do it. Are we about to see the cells for the first time?
Nope.
Oh shit.
That's some nasty energy there.
Dude, that's sick. Oh my God.
Come out of
Damn, the West Attic.
This is the most active area. They used to house inmates up here.
Interesting.
In 1930, there was a major fire at the Ohio Penitentiary in Columbus. 200 and some inmates perished in that fire. They had to find other prisons within the Ohio prison system.
Okay, to put the other inmates while they rebuilt, they put them here.
Yep.
Because I just saw so overcrowded, so crowded. Scary. Like there are people that have
claustrophobic, crowded, yeah.
And the fear of the inmates on the bottom rung of the food chain, you know, were absolutely in fear. In fear of being raped, being beaten, being abused, being taken advantage of.
Oh my goodness. I just got in fear of not being killed.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Some people, I'm sure, would rather be killed than live
oh my gosh,
in constant fear of bodily harm.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
However that happens.
Yeah.
You know, whatever form that takes. Absolutely. Yeah.
Ugh.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's keep going.
To put the other inmates while they rebuilt, there were your murderers, your lifers, your felons. And if you notice, there's no cells.
Wait, so you're just saying they just shoved them in here and left them?
Dormitory style.
200 murderers?
You can imagine all the violence that occurred up here. I mean, no guards are going to come in here and patrol. That's why this place is so active. This is the one area where you really have to be careful about what you say and do. I do have a photo of one person who was up here. He was kind of like provoking. They got him good.
Oh.
Yo! Whoa! That's wild.
That's bleeding.
Straight up, looks like a
That's
You
bleeding.
would not be able to do that with your nails and try.
No way.
That's an actual, like,
And it's
basically knife
it's
wound.
two different directions.
That was just a couple of years ago, several years ago. I did have one friend who was up here last summer investigating, and they were actually playing Johnny Cash. After they went through that cross brace, that X that we came through, they heard footsteps running up behind them.
Oh, God.
And my buddy says that it felt like something kicked him in the back of his knee. He went down, and his wife and another investigator went over to help him up, and he said that it almost felt like something grabbed his leg and was trying to drag him back.
Oh, that's so scary.
And the next day, he sent me the picture of the bruise on the back.
Absolutely. That stuff that happened during what he's saying happened during the time that the prison was open. People could not get away. They were scared out of their minds, and these predators that were in there took advantage of the weak, the scared, the vulnerable ones.
I was watching a boxing match between prisoners, and they would turn and grab somebody from the crowd and pummel him.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The violence that went on in this space is
and that dormitory style, which I don't believe they do anymore in these kinds of in like low security, whatever those other kind of minimum security prisons or something. They might have dorms or whatever, but they don't do that.
I don't think so
anymore. That's cruel and unusual punishment, I believe that's been deemed. Yeah, but absolutely. So this is So, and part of what happens too is, so we talked about people, whatever your lowest vibration is in life, and you die and you choose to stay behind or get stuck, whatever it is, and you're there in that. So if you're an angry person, that anger is going to stay here as an earthy. And on top of it, you learn how to manipulate energy. And on top of that, there's all the fear energy just around you. You can just build yourself up with that. So you can become such a powerful earthy, powerful entity in being there.
And it doesn't surprise me that chair gets returned to that room.
Oh, absolutely.
Not at all.
Nope. Nope.
There's some pretty powerful beings in here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Whew. All right. Yeah. So, and I was thinking, so this man is sitting there telling us all this information. And so I was going over in my head, it's like, do we want to know all this to go in? But it's actually, the way I'm coming is like I'm sort of verifying what he's saying at the time in the room that it was happening. And so that's working for me.
He is, his energy is such that it's allowing me to feel into the energy a little bit more than with other investigators.
Yes, he's a pretty grounded person. You can feel it. He's a very grounded person. Yes. And he's really sort of stating fact. He's not getting emotional. He's not doing any of that. So kind of he's almost like a narrator within this thing, and we're just sort of so that's what I'm doing. I'm sort of going off what he's saying and sort of verifying, is this really what happened? Is it true? What else can I know? Etc. And that's what I'm doing.
I have to bring attention to my hands.
I'm looking at that.
I have been doing this, I think, before I started talking, and I'm not sure why.
Okay.
I know it has something to do with the energy in here. Felix is standing right here.
Is it nervous energy? Are you just filtering through the nervous energy, that vibration?
That's very, very possible, because there is so much.
Yeah. It's soothing for you to keep that moving. What I'm getting is doing this for whatever reason that is soothing, because we move energy through our hands. We have chakras on our hands, our fingers. That's how we, as healers, we move energy through our hands, and so you're getting a nice rhythm going that's stable.
This is what's keeping me from getting enmeshed in this energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's keeping you stable.
Yeah.
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 Beautiful. Sure. All right. Here we go.
It's making me a little nuts, but
right. And if you notice, I'm not doing that, and it's not because I don't need it. I do it a different way. Everybody has a different way of getting a rhythm. And that's what I'm going to call it. It's not really, I mean, it's soothing, but you want to have a rhythm to it. So there's a rhythm. So as you're moving through, it's level, and we call it a balanced horizon. Keep your horizon balanced.
Yeah. And it is keeping my vibration higher, because I can so easily get sucked into that low vibration, and I can take on, some of you viewers have seen where I get that nausea or that pain, and that's not healthy.
No. And we opened space here before we started. We didn't really look into it or anything. We just opened the space so we'd be in it. And my tools immediately came in. My guardians immediately came in. Mari-Lyn's team immediately came in. And they said, don't look, we're just going to put you there, almost like a fly on the wall. Yeah. So I'm in my divine line, and I'm just keeping it moving. And that's how I'm keeping my rhythm or my balanced horizon. And that's the way she's doing it.
This is
Mari-Lyn is she's much more of a physical person than I am. So it makes perfect sense that that's how that would work.
Yeah. I'm being a fly.
She's being a fly. She's doing well. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Here we go.
You want to see that?
Yeah. Oh my God.
You would not be able to just randomly do that to
No,
yourself.
on the back.
Yeah,
of
no
like,
way.
If you had just tripped and fallen, your bruise wouldn't be on the back of your legs.
This is one of the areas for the challenges. You sit up here by yourself for 15 minutes. I will not do this one because I know everything that goes on here.
Oh no!
Volunteers, members who work here, that have worked here a while, they will not do that challenge.
Wait, what?
Had a lot
Going
of
from like
experience.
10% paranormal experience to like crazy. I was gonna say, this guy, a professional, is like, nah. This guy who's done this for 6 months, yeah.
You know what? That's how it goes.
Nate, you ready?
Now,
I'm gonna shit first.
what people mostly experience here are the balls of light. And also, when you're sitting down here too, watch for the shadow figures coming in through the doorway. Because once your eyes adjust, you'll be able to see ambient light coming in from the chapel, and you can actually see figures.
I don't know if you should do this actually.
So they're talking about, or he mentioned like balls of light.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's just well, I mean, it's not sometimes, it's always energy. It's always energy, but it's not always conscious energy. So it's not a being or something. It's just energy that's floating around. And sometimes too, it could be a higher vibration in a ball, and it's just traveling through, trying to find another little higher vibrate. Like it's a vibration trying to find its match of vibration. That's what's coming in. It's just sort of trying to find another something so it can get a little bigger, a little bigger. There's not much here, but there are within the people. So there could be higher vibration coming off these people. And so that light is coming toward them because it wants to, like attracts like, as we always say. It doesn't mean that it's something conscious. Rarely do we ever, like orbs and stuff, rarely is it ever something conscious, if ever. It just, so.
Very rarely. I did get this kind of funny flash of an earthie taking a ball of energy and throwing it at the person in the challenge.
Yes.
Because they know it's going to freak them out.
Yes. They'll do that too.
Yeah.
I will say these are the type of games that I don't particularly care for, and I wish they wouldn't do, because even though there's like they're laughing, this is the entertainment part, and they're laughing and they're making fun of, and they're going to have some kids sit there for, what does he say, 15 minutes, see if something happens to them, whatever. If you think of these people, even though they're really angry, they're depressed, whatever, these are entities, they need help. They need to get help. They need to be crossed over so they can become whole again. So all of those people, we talked about just the piece that landed here is that anger part of them, or whatever, that fear part of them when they die. The rest goes to the higher realms. That piece stays. They need to be reunited with the other parts of them. So they're not, that's why we always go in love, because these entities, these earthies, no matter how angry they are, they still deserve love, and they still deserve the compassion and the kindness.
Right.
Because what's really kind is sending them to the higher realms to bring them with the rest of themselves, to become whole and to get that healing that they need. So I'm never a fan of all these silly games.
No. And while they're having fun, this is still perpetuating fear.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's not healthy for the people there. The living people there
earthies.
As well. Yes. The living earthies. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, had to toss that out there.
Yep.
All right.
That's why we're here.
That is. Okay, let's go.
You're gonna be on 5 HP after this, bro.
So we're gonna head into the east cell block. We're gonna drop down to the 4th tier. Just make sure that the person in front of you is a real person and not an apparition.
That's why
I have never heard that be a warning, ever.
We were following this guy and he walked through the gate and disappeared.
Whoa!
And all 6 people described them the same, and they were all from different families. Just so you guys are aware, watch this step right here.
Oh! Should we jump on 3?
Yeah, it's gotta be solid.
Whoa!
I was gonna say that's
Like there was doors slamming down there. So anyways, right now we're up in the east cell block. Say it's the largest freestanding cell block in the world. About 100 cells on each tier. 50 cells on each range, about 600 cells. There'd have been about 1,200 inmates.
And would it be 1 person per cell?
2, sometimes 3. Depends on how overcrowded the prison was. There were a lot of suicides in these cells. A lot of hangings.
Noise.
Except James Lockhart. Back in 1960, he was 22 years old. He went into his cell because he was depressed and set himself on fire. And we're going to go by his cell.
Oh, great.
But I want to tell you about another challenge too. See who will do this
Oh my
one.
God!
This is you, man.
This is me.
So I wanted to say this, and then he started talking, and it was interesting, and so we stopped. They were going to like jump up and down on that
On
rack.
that great tree. Yeah.
What I want to say is this is why they don't see apparitions. they're scared, which I completely understand. There is no judgment there.
I would be scared.
Yeah. And so what they're doing to try to keep themselves in that higher vibration, to keep themselves from being frightened, is they start playing games, they start messing around, they start doing that kind of thing. That's the vibration they go into it. So they're not as open to seeing apparitions and other things that are going on. So that proved my point right there.
Very good point.
Yeah. And seriously, no judgment. I mean, I'm sure that's a very scary place to be walking through. Yeah. Even for us who could see them and hear them and talk to them and
help them
and do something and etc. It can be really unnerving, especially when there's that much going on.
Yeah, and that large of a space.
Yes.
It would take a very long time to get away from any energy that's in there, residual or not.
Right.
That's just,
yeah. Lots. So I wanted to make sure to say that.
Yeah.
And apparently there's another challenge coming up here. So.
Yeah, they got.
And I assume at some point the man who's talking, the narrator guy, is going to go and it's just going to be them, because that's what I'm sort of.
I would think
that's what's happening.
Just from the few Sam and Colby's that we've done.
Yeah. Which I don't know. We'll see what happens then. But I like this guy.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You see how long that is, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Look at this. Look.
Oh my God.
You walk down, say, the north side, and then go around the back side, and then come up the south side. Of course, by yourself, you don't need a flashlight because you get ambient light.
He said you don't need a flashlight.
No, you don't need a flashlight.
That's like the Waverly Hills challenge, man. You got this.
I hated that challenge.
I thought I had to do that challenge.
This one's not bad. This is that people experience voices coming out of the cells because you're going past 100 dark cells. So some people hear voices, but what most people experience is this.
Getting set on fire.
That's kind of hot.
Oh, I don't like that. I did not like that at all.
That's what a lot of people experience.
Okay, great. That's what the guy was doing. As he was standing there was someone standing behind him doing that.
Okay.
But
I totally missed it, but
yeah. Well, he was hanging on to. He was like, anyway. He was just,
Yeah.
He was just kind of watching. He was testing. He wanted to see how aware they are. Is what he was doing. So there's someone there. There's someone there who has a lot of control over the earthies there. And he sends them out. We see this, I'm not sure if often is the right word, but we've seen it before. They have like scouts and they send them out to survey what's happening, who's coming in, etc. So that's one of the, I'd say, scout who's sort of, and so he could report back, they're not paying attention, they can't see me, we're gonna have to, if we want them to see us, we're gonna have to up. I don't know if he wants to be seen or not seen, what it is. At this point, I just get he's reporting back to this sort of head guy.
I get a really strong sense that he maybe is going to. He's going to be getting really close to a couple of them to see if he can.
Yes.
Catch their attention,
and maybe even, and he has more than just the one, so he might have a couple of them might do that to see what they can get away with, or not see what they can get away with. How much the earth, the people there are going to react and see them. And
are they going to pay enough attention?
Yeah.
To feel him tickle their neck.
Okay. All right.
That's what I got.
As long as he doesn't come smelling my hair like they like to do.
Or licking your face.
Yes. Yes. And this guy, this man must be just someone that stays at the prison and does these tours. Because they're very comfortable with him. Very comfortable with him. And they don't mess with him. They're not like, he's the one that brings in the food. You know, in a sense, that's what he's. So they're not going to mess with him because he's the one that brings them stuff.
They've been there, done that.
Yeah. All right, keep going.
Great.
You guys are gonna have fun.
Yeah, it's fun. That's what we'll call it. That's
Greg,
what we'll
I
call
think
it.
your idea of fun is a little different than mine.
Well, we'll see what your viewers think.
That's an expensive camera.
Sorry. Look at these cells, man.
3 people.
3 people? There's no way. So I would sleep up against the wall.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be Big Spoon for sure. Because Nate's more of like a little spoon type of guy, you know?
Hey man, I like to be coddled.
My question is if, like, we had, 30 years in here. There's just us 3.
You have to get used to sitting on a donut, dog.
A donut?
Just cut the scene.
This is James Lockhart's cell number 13.
Oh, of course it was number 13. All right.
What are the odds?
Dang.
Greg, is it true that inmates in the neighboring cells could feel the heat?
I don't see why they wouldn't if they were in their cells.
That's so sad. He was probably screaming agony right there.
Cell 13. Yo, we've been walking for like 2 minutes and we're only halfway on one side.
Jesus. And you're going to walk this by yourself?
So was it true that like in the rougher times, the windows would be broken, so it'd be like this cold or colder?
During the summer, it gets really hot in here.
Yeah.
I mean, even now. So yeah, I heard that they broke the windows to get some air in here. But then during the winter times,
It would be freezing.
the toilets used to freeze. The water in the toilets used to freeze.
Oh my God.
How do they
How do you
survive?
flush?
That's one of the basic
Priorities.
It must have been so loud all the time with all these prisoners next to each other too.
Oh,
Just talking constantly. All the cockroaches running around on the floors.
3 people in one cell, and then it's covered by cockroaches.
Look how tall it is now that we're at the bottom floor.
Whoa, biggest in the world.
And then, of course, don't forget you got the south side, too.
Is this the original go-kart?
That's the original go-kart. That's our racing cart.
Oh. Why can't the challenge be about racing go-karts? Jeez.
Cell block quick, right?
Why does it always have to be scary? Whoa! Lil Wayne has a cell here.
Wow.
Is this because he went to prison here?
I think so. The song Go DJ.
Go DJ.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Ow! Yo, they have the prisoner business cards.
Yo, dude, Lil Wayne was standing right here, dude. Get a picture of me, dude.
Do you think the ghost of Wheezy's in here?
Yes.
If we're quiet, you can hear him coughing.
Wheezy eye.
Do you think Lil Wayne took a shit in there?
You can actually see the remnants right there. The little ow!
Oh, sorry,
Fucking
dude.
bitch! All those little pebbles are after he ate too much Go-Gurt.
Do you realize where this is, dude?
No, where are we?
Explain where we are.
I don't know where we are.
He wasn't listening.
He wasn't listening.
He wasn't paying attention.
Wow,
to
pay attention to the fucking tour.
This is solitary confinement.
Also, where Steve and I saw the shadow figure.
Oh, yeah.
This is where I saw my apparition last Thursday.
The solitary confinement unit is apparently one of, if not the most active part. There was 2 people that were sentenced to solitary confinement together. One person stole the other prisoner's food, so this little prisoner shanked him to death.
And then stuffed him underneath a bed.
And then the guards proceeded to kill the smaller one in the cell.
You just murdered that guy? We're gonna murder you!
Many guards killed these prisoners. There was even one guard nicknamed the Holy Cross that was said to kill 5 prisoners here.
I was giving a tour, and there was a woman right behind me, and I'm walking down here, right here, there was somebody standing.
What?
She saw it, and she started crying. Freaked me out at the time, because it was like...
I don't feel that guard's still there. He might still be alive. I don't know. But don't feel him there. But I feel that depravity.
Yeah.
That's the energy that you could feel in that area, is the depravity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, very sad. Very sad energy.
So far, since they've been walking, I haven't felt any conscious spirits. The anger,
yeah,
and the fear.
Yes. Oh, so much fear.
So much fear. And so much anger coming from guards.
Yes. Yes. There's a real feeling that the guards were really just as bad as the prisoners.
Yes.
They just happened to be on the other side of the law. You know, like but they are as and not all the prisoners either. They weren't like bad people.
Mm-mm.
They just, you know, circumstances, whatever, got them there. Not to say that what they did was okay, but there's a certain amount of them, they really didn't do that bad of things. And then they were put into a space with people who did really bad things, who had nothing to lose because they were there for life. They didn't care.
They didn't care. Yeah.
And then they had these brutal guards. What a horrible, you can feel just the anxiety. Like there had to have been some heart attacks from just sheer fright.
Yeah.
Just losing your mind from
panic.
Yeah. There was more who lost their mind from panic than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
From, you know, solitary confinement or wherever you're just trying to stay to yourself. There's different ways to sort of
absolutely.
But yeah, wow.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
The dude that I was expecting them to start tickling their necks,
yeah,
I lost him.
Yeah.
Is he here? Something else.
There is something really not. There is something. We have talked about this before too. He won't. So there's something. He's a few feet behind, just watching. Behind me, just watching what we're doing. But it feels very. So that we've talked about this, that poltergeisty thing that happens from actual physical people.
Right.
This has happened just from all of the energy has built up. And so it's not super conscious, but it's just, you always feel like you're being watched. It could definitely be like a shadow person they're going to see. This is kind of that thing that I think this is who they see when they talk about shadow people. Didn't they say shadow people in that area, right? I think this is it. It's a build up of that depravity, that energy. There could be an earthy within that. I can't get a hold of it. It's very slippery. He like keeps kind of but he's just watching.
Mm-hmm.
Like not getting close enough. And I don't chase anyone, as you all know. I have my tools. I'm fine. But yeah. So very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can feel it now.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't feel an earthy in there. Mm-hmm. I just feel that chaotic.
Yeah. And I'm not, then again, we're not saying there isn't an earthy there. We're just not picking up on it. Yeah. At this moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to it.
Was it like a shadow, or did you see features?
It wasn't a shadow. I couldn't see any features because it was that quick. One of these two cells, I'm not sure which one. 2 inmates were in there. The one ended up killing the other one. They found the other inmate's body underneath the bunk.
Stuffed on with that
big guy and the little guy, huh?
Yeah, that's sad.
So, like you said, you guys heard footsteps. Some people hear footsteps up there.
Yeah, it's weird.
This place is just a little casual insanity. Actually?
Yeah.
It could be the pizza or the bang, but like my stomach is not sitting right now. I'm not kidding.
But anyways, back in 1932, there was a guard by the name of Frank Hanger. He was murdered. Story goes is that one of the inmates broke out of the cell. I don't know how he got it, but he...
So if we were there and he was saying, I feel nauseous, we would immediately take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
We would just remove that energy, that dense, low vibrate. We would set his digestive system back to normal, and so he would feel just fine.
Yeah.
But that's what happens with that low vibration.
And then we would ground him.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm We are very careful before we go. Like if we know we're going to somewhere that has a lot of activity, we're very careful the few days before that how we eat, what we consume into our body, because you don't want anything to add to nausea, headache, whatever. It lowers what you eat can lower your vibration. So we're very careful.
And it's not easy.
No.
But it makes the experience better.
Way better.
So much better.
Yeah. So if we were to go to this prison, we would probably several days before be eating very clean.
Yep. We would not be eating pizza right before going to this place.
No. Just saying. No.
Wouldn't do it.
No. But certainly clean. Meaning no processed foods and no white food, the sugar and the flour and the white flour, that kind of stuff. Yes. You stay away from that kind of thing. We're not vegetarians.
Nope.
Nan is, however, but we're not.
But I would personally, I would limit my meat.
Yeah.
Before going to this prison.
Yeah, because meat has a dense, lower vibration.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother. We could do a video on
We could do a
food.
whole video on food.
Yes.
We really could.
Yes. So you would but anyway, eat as clean as possible.
Yeah.
A few days before going. And yeah, definitely. And I love me some pizza.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Probably the dumbest, they say there's no dumb questions. Probably the dumbest question ever is, do you want pizza? Dumbest question anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to agree.
So, all right.
I don't know how he got it, but he found a 3-foot-long iron pipe.
Where'd you find that?
I was gonna say,
That's what I'm saying. But I read the newspaper articles and everything, but he did have it. I don't even know how he got out of the cell. But anyways, Frank was coming in the door, making his rounds, and when Frank came in, the inmate hit him over the head with the iron pipe.
Oh my God.
Frank went down, the inmate hit him again, took his keys, and let all the other inmates out. But now they didn't get far because another inmate sounded the alarm. I don't even think they got out of solitary.
The inmate, one of the inmates, snitched and sounded.
Yeah, somebody out here knew what was going on.
That guy probably died.
About a year later, 3 of the inmates were actually executed in the electric chair because of the murder of Frank Hanger.
But not here, right? There was no.
Right, that was not the Howard Penitentiary. We think it could be Frank walking around because guards wore heavy boots, inmates wore soft-soled shoes.
As you were explaining, guards have heavy boots, it sounded like someone's heel hit the ground, like someone just walked.
Oh, you guys heard something behind you?
We were just talking about it.
We just looked at each other.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So someone's following us around, apparently.
Beautiful.
I think you guys should get started.
Yeah.
Yes,
that
I think
sounds
so
like it. Guys, it's investigation time. The tour is over. It's about 10:30 p.m. right now. And we decided why not just do the scariest, most hardest part first?
Yeah.
Great. So we all have our own cameras. We all have our own ghost equipment. I'm going to be doing the chair room. Probably close the door on the way out and just see what happens, I guess.
So you're gonna sit in here for what, 15 minutes?
Well, I'm the first one. You guys still got to go set up in your spots.
He's got some extra time.
Probably like 20, 25 minutes.
Dude, my heart is racing though, no joke.
Well,
it could be the
chair
band.
right where the portal was, too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That could have been the portal area.
Colby wakes up in his Sally house.
Yo, we come back and he's not here. No way.
Just sitting there.
Chairs on the fucking ceiling.
You're gonna be in the chair room. You're gonna be in the attic, and then I'm gonna be walking cell block E.
We're gonna go to our respective spots, and then you guys are just gonna start the timer, and then come.
We'll
get
start
us.
the timer when we get back down to base.
But we won't know when it starts. We'll just.
Right.
So we're just kind of.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and then we'll come find you in 15 minutes.
So I'm going to be here for
You're gonna be here for a
half an
minute.
hour.
Yeah, you're gonna be here for a minute.
Good luck, though.
People get scratched on this, but you've been in the Conjuring basement, dude. You're fine.
I'm a veteran, but Nate.
Yes.
Yo, we're really throwing him in the deep end.
I feel like I'm losing my paranormal virginity again and again, and you know what? It hurts every time.
Hopefully, we'll see you in less than 30 minutes.
Dude,
We'll see. It'll be close.
Oh, come on,
this is horrible. I'm actually genuinely scared. I'm not kidding.
We are so far away
That's
from
the
you.
thing about all 3 spots. You're all very far from each other. You yell, they're probably not going to hear you. And we definitely aren't going to hear you.
No one can hear you scream.
And guys, he doesn't even have a light. Like, we have this camera light right here.
It's just night vision.
He's just night vision.
Hey, we have an inmate in the guard's clothing room.
Oh my God, yo!
Good luck, though.
All right, 300,000 likes for this challenge. Let's go.
Oh God, what's going on? This is nothing about the paranormal, but I find it interesting that he moved the chair from the center of the room.
Yes, to up against the wall.
Up against the wall.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm calling cheating.
Yeah.
That was all.
That was all okay. I did notice that, but it didn't. I'm so glad you said something because it didn't quite like. I noticed that the chair was in a different place, but it didn't.
Yeah,
he was up against the wall.
He was up against the wall because
that way everything has to come to
being in the center of the room puts you in such a more vulnerable state.
Yeah.
Whether you're vulnerable or not, that feeling is exemplified.
Yes.
Can't say I blame him, but
calling
cheating.
Yes. Okay, let's go. Cheater.
You're fine.
Look at what Dylan has on. Military police, bro. This is exactly what he said not to do.
It got a lot colder in here.
Yeah, it did.
And wait. It was like a high pitch, like like a laugh.
Oh, don't even start with that right now.
No, I'm being serious. That could like we're like talking deep.
Yeah.
And it was like Anyway.
Dropping off a guard. Make sure the new inmates are directly up here.
Dude, Dylan just ready to provoke.
Dylan's like, I just decided I don't like Nate.
He's like, I chose violence today. Nate, are you ready?
No. No. This is terrifying.
Okay, man, good luck. I'm sorry to say, but this is the worst thing we could possibly do to you in this reformatory.
15 minutes are gonna fly by.
Yeah. Bro, I feel like this may be the slowest 15 minutes of my life.
Any last words?
Let me think. 300,000 likes, and we'll do this again.
Wow, that's what he says before it happens, not after. Good luck, Nate. You might be setting the bar for the new scariest thing we've ever done on this channel.
Ooh, damn.
Bye. Good luck.
Problem with yours is you have to do the laps where he said they see shadows popping in and out of the cells and hear people talking.
And I might have to do it multiple times.
I was saying, you're gonna have to just keep doing loops. Just get your steps in for today. You know?
Yeah. Looking on the bright side. Yep. Yeah, okay. See you
shortly.
Hopefully.
I am now legit in the complete darkness. It is so pitch black in here. I can't even see my hand right now except through the camera. Shit. Let's put Mr. Rimpod right here. There's my chair. Oh God. No. That just went off.
Oh God. Is this the right one? I don't think this is the right one. No, I'm in the right spot. Now that I'm on the other side, I am so far away from the other guys. No way. No way, dude. Oh, this is gonna be the scariest thing I've ever done.
Now I feel like the real trick is not letting my mind get carried away. I can hear the big echo of my voice. I'm wanting to kind of give in to the fear that there's something in here. Even right now, I'm just kind of speaking aloud to kind of calm my nerves, but it is freaky, y'all.
I don't feel anyone around him.
Holy shit. What the fuck is that?
A lot of residual work.
That is so
much. Yeah. A lot of residual right here.
Look at this. And that Rimpod just went off. I kind of felt like nauseous down in solitary confinement. And as soon as that went off, like I just felt a wave of nausea like again.
I'm gonna stop. That is what I'm getting for him is, well, we already talked about the low vibration and it settles in his gut. That's where the nausea is coming from. And then his fear is also low and it's sort of, there's this uneasy. This is all I can do. That's the feeling that I'm getting.
That is how I felt it.
Okay, in his gut.
In his
you
gut.
feel it's just like it's
going.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like if you were on a boat out in and it's just that wavy. That's what's happening in his gut.
Yep.
Ooh, I need to get rid of that energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know the REM pod went off. That felt like his energy.
Yeah, I don't feel a conscious entity in there or the other guy. Those two. This one I don't either. The blonde-haired guy. But the residual, wherever he is, you can hear the screaming and the yelling and the clinking, like some of the people beating something on the bars. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
That kind of sound.
And just to make noise.
Yes.
Just to
there is
ramp up
there is no place at the time. You can feel that there was no place to get solace. There was no place to get any peace. It was a constant barrage of
of
moving energy.
Yeah.
Through your ears, your eyes, you could feel it. Everything, all your senses were overloaded all the time.
Even during sleep.
Yes, there was still something going. There's a feeling with sleep. It was quiet, but that's when the fear, you just laid there in bed and there was like a fear of what's going to get me. Now it's quiet.
It's too quiet.
It's too quiet. Yes. So oh my gosh, what an awful, awful thing. Yeah. Wow. Whew. All right. Ready?
This is not fun. I'm gonna say it. Blah.
No way. Okay, I cannot do this, dude. I'm gonna walk around a little bit with the light on, and then I'll do a lap with the light off. This obelisk, which is basically like a spirit box, it'll flip through a bunch of words and spit out the ones that have like the most energy, but it'll be very clear. Maybe I'll be able to ask.
Oh fuck! Is there somebody here? What the fuck was that on the camera? Was that a piece of dust? Did you guys see that?
It's a bug.
Oh my fucking god.
I can't even see towards the end.
Child. Dinner.
What the fuck is happening? There wouldn't be like someone who eats kids, right? I just wonder how Colby and Nate are.
God, please keep us all safe in this prison and help any spirits that are here to find peace and not to mess with us. Thank you that we can come here and do this, and that we're blessed to be able to do so. And please help this 15 minutes go quickly. Okay. Amen.
This is so fucking scary. Guys, have you...
I have to say, because it's funny that when he was with the group, he was joking around and he was kind of saying things that kind of provocative, whatever. And then by himself, though, he's like, "Dear Jesus," and he's like praying to God that, he's being grateful. He's being which the way he was by himself, that's the way you should be the entire time. And you should come in like that.
Yes.
But that's where fear comes. When he's with, there's a fear there when he's with the group, though. He's making jokes, and so that's how the fear comes out. He's scared. He's also so there's also in the pack, you feel a little more like you can joke around and everything. So it's kind of twofold there. But then when you're by yourself, all of a sudden you go right into praying.
I'm not looking into him. There's just some information that comes. When he's with the group, there's a feeling of, I have to keep up with the Joneses. I have to keep up the appearance.
Yeah.
If I go to that place of gratitude and love, I'm going to be more vulnerable.
Yes.
Which is not true.
No, it's the exact opposite.
But he'll be vulnerable to the living.
Right.
And it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
It is sad.
There's kind of a mind trip.
Yeah.
That goes on there. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well.
Okay.
All right.
ever seen that game called like Outlast or something? Video game where like the character has to look through his camera. I'm literally living that game right now. But let's put this in the hallway.
Dude, what? So scary. Cell number 13. Frigid! Yes, it's frigid right now. James Lockhart. 100. 100 rows. 100 rows.
Hello? James, are you here? I have this little device. Can you give me any hint that you're still here in your cell? Temperature!
Jesus, that's so fucking creepy. Imagine someone's just in here every single day, walks over here, lights himself on fire, and just is screaming adultery.
If you want to show yourself, you're welcome to.
Stop again. I understand. I mean, the guy who set himself on fire, he was probably such a victim. I'm sure there were a lot more of those kind of things that happened, maybe not set on fire, but that we just wasn't documented at all and wasn't talked about.
Yeah.
You'd rather kill yourself, or you think your only relief is to kill yourself. There's no, to be tortured every day like that, to be in, even if you're not being tortured, the fear of it, and knowing that it's already happened, so it could happen again. And I mean, what I see are a couple of inmates, like just, they want to be so invisible, and they're just sort of like
doing their best, right? To hide, to be invisible.
Yes, to be as small as possible, and to just get through a day without being abused. Yes.
I want to say about this man who set himself on fire, I feel nothing around him.
Right, like he's not there.
He's not there.
No.
I don't even feel residual energy of that fire. I
don't either.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
And I was really afraid that I would.
Because you pick up on fire.
Residual, I do.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yes.
And I got nothing, and that makes me so grateful.
Yeah.
That he suffered as he died.
Yes.
But he just moved on.
Yes. So spiritually, well, we won't go, but he had a real spiritual plan, and that was actually part of his plan, his spiritual plan through life. And he went and he got healed, and that is nice.
So much relief for me.
Yes.
That there just is nothing there.
Woof. Okay.
I know.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Do this, guys. How are they doing this in the dark?
It's oddly comforting to have the camera here. I can feel my fear, kind of the edge of my imagination, begin to expand into the darkness. I feel like the slightest sound could, set me off.
There's someone watching him from afar.
I mean, I've done some scary shit in my life.
Just watching.
Just being alone out on the road and, in Death Valley and out in like the Scottish Highlands. But like this is freaky, man. This is truly freaky.
Okay, there's my chair. Oh my god! Holy shit! I almost ran into the wall. Alright, music box is outside. Okay. So what do you guys have for dinner today?
Unholy? Chills. I know the guide said that this wasn't like an evil place, but guys, come on. If there's that much trauma, if people in this cell have to burn themselves alive because of how tortured they felt here, there's gotta be some sort of darkness.
Yes.
Present? Can you tell me who's present?
Those single words that come out in no context again.
Dude, the noises here are so horrifying. Everything's moving. Everything.
Did you just set up off the music box in the hallway? Oh fuck, yes. going off right now. Hello? Oh my fucking god, I don't know what to do. I can't leave. If there's somebody out in the hallway, can you make that music box go off again in 3, 2, 1. Oh my god!
You know, I feel like I could break out of prison.
Stay calm.
Is there something outside?
Okay, so I'm gonna stop again. I know we talk about this a lot, but it's worth going over again. If you ever find yourself, for whatever reason, in that situation where you are, any of these, what, there's 3 we've been watching, right? I don't know what happened to those other 2, the ghost hunter guys. They haven't shown them again. But try your hardest to just bring in the love and to sit in love. And love conquers fear, as we talk about all the time. It's the only thing that will subside that fear. And sit in love, and you can sit and pray. That, I mean, anything that gets you, but you don't want to be, okay, God, I would have had a Jesus, this, whatever it is.
No, it's got to be that.
It's
got to be that heart center, calm, loving energy,
and you will be just fine. You seriously will be just fine. Yeah.
I feel like I want to add to that, if you find yourself in a similar situation.
I don't know why you would, but
also don't try to interact and don't try to figure out what it is that
that draws them to you.
That will draw it to you, and it can expand any activity that's happening.
Yes. And your own fear, etc.
Yeah. It's just not a good thing.
No. And these entities that are there, they've been there for a long time. They know the drill. They know what people are doing. So there is an entity outside of this room making that thing go. Absolutely. It's one of those, whatever I call them, the scouts. He doesn't even have to go into the room to scare the crap out of this guy. And they think it's really
and
funny,
they know
and it's
that.
entertaining. It's entertaining to them. Yeah. And there is a sense that there are a lot more spirits there than are coming forward, and they are bored as hell with people coming in wanting to talk to them. Like, if we were to go there, we would most likely do a group crossing over. We could just set it up. Because we've been in places where there are a lot of people who've crossed over, spirits, shattered pieces, soul pieces, etc. And they're all there, and we set it up, and we just watch them just go into the light. And
I love the times when we do that, and we think we have an expectation of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And the amount of
and they come from
activity
all over the place,
comes and moves up. Oh my gosh.
And it's beautiful.
So
beautiful.
Amazing.
So we would definitely do that there, because there are a lot of shattered pieces, a lot of soul pieces, but a lot of conscious pieces around too. So that would definitely be something we would do. There's only really a few there that are wreaking the havoc, that are doing bad things. Most of them still are just trying to hide and stay out of the way. And there's a group that are just so tired of being poked at, and what is your name, and come do this, and show me this, and they're just like, no, peace out. So they've scattered all over, but there are a lot of them there. Lots. So
I would agree.
All right, let's keep going.
All right.
Oh my god, guys, this is comparable to the Conjuring house. I'm not kidding.
Fuck. Being empath. Okay. Above. It was talking about steps being above. In the cellar. Yes! Steps above, down in the cellar, like solitary confinement. I'm gonna do the other side back with the lights off. Clap alone. Just for shits and giggles.
evil.
If you're here and you want to make yourself known, clap back to me.
Rent.
Rent.
He scared the hell out of himself.
So legend has it there were a lot of murderers kept up here. And when they ran out of room in the prison, they were just... This place makes noise. Holy shit. Even Greg said he wouldn't do this on his own. It's strange what happens to you in the silence. It almost feels risky to speak. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, but
okay, there was definitely just whistling down there. I'm going lights out. Holy shit. Guys, I'm not scared of the dark usually, but holy fuck. Threat. I don't even know if you guys can see me right now, but dude, no way, no fucking way. Right at the end of the hall, I know you can't see this. One area was definitely covered by a shadow and then the light got bigger, aka something moved. I'm actually fucking shaking. Every time that I'm in a really intense paranormal situation, my back tenses up a lot.
Which is going to...
If there's somebody...
Which is going to get worse. We've talked about this. Whatever your stress point is, you get into that low vibration, and that lower vibration lands wherever that is in your body. That's your weakest point, your stress point. And now spirits who've been around a while, they're pretty intelligent, etc. Intelligent meaning they've learned how to move energy, they've been there a while, they can hurt people, etc. They know where your spot is and they will go for it. So if there were a spirit, there were some sort of earthy that's been around, really old earthy, whatever, he could definitely make that back pain a lot worse. Or it's not even pain, he said, just tense it up. He could make it hurt. And this guy, he could make him throw up in a heartbeat. That type, if they wanted to. If there was
with that nausea, it's like the vulnerable spots like glow to them, like I don't know, neon orange or green or something. It's
vibration has a color to it too, and has a brightness and a dullness to it. Yeah. So very interesting. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Keep on the go.
Out there, set off the music box in 3, 2, 1. The light went off. The light went off.
Dude. Oh no, there it is again, there it is again. What the fuck is that? What was that noise? Was that the camera?
Camera, yeah, I have a camera. The only reason why I'm able to do this is because of you. I genuinely feel like I'm talking to somebody. I know right now it's just a camera, but I know when you guys are watching this with me, you're here. I know that sounds stupid, coming from a YouTuber who's in a prison talking to himself, but honestly, this is the only thing that keeps me calm, because I'm in a fucking haunted prison, alone, walking past cell doors of murderers.
You can come in if you want.
Oh my god.
You okay? You missed nothing.
Yes. I'm sorry. I did pick up on probably one of these scouts, and
he's walking behind him.
He's like okay, when can I scare him? When can I scare him? No, not yet, not yet. Not yet. Dang it. When can I scare him?
And he might not.
He might not.
Yeah. The spirits there are so used to having people come in and do this.
Yeah.
Like, you're not frightening them at all.
No.
They're just, it's just like, it's entertaining to them. Yeah. So he's like walking behind him. Yes.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
Yes. And it definitely, that particular one, I'm going to let you finish. Sorry, I was interrupting.
If he had any idea, because he's not aware.
Oh, the human there. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm sorry, I'm not.
I know. Whichever.
I think it's Sam.
Okay.
Anyway, the blonde. If he had any idea that scout was even near him,
freak out.
He would. The poor kid would just have a heart attack.
Yes, he would.
And for that reason, this scout might not scare him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
we're
gonna get him. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
That's entertaining for the scout. And it really feels like in life he had some mental deficiency. Like he obviously, when they're in that, there's a mental a conscious deficiency when they are when they're in spirit, when they're earthbound spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, my words aren't coming. I'm right in this, and so I'm struggling a little bit. But it feels like in life he had he had some issues.
Very anxious, but not in like an anxiety kind of way, but like, when's it gonna happen? When's it
feels like his brain chemistry was off. It was not, and so he would get stuck in those loops.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That loop.
Yes.
And that's what he's doing. When can I do it? When can I do it? When can I? Yeah. And then he'll laugh or something or kind of pull back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So he needs to be crossed over. This poor scout, I would love to be there to cross him over.
I would too.
So, all right.
Something's standing right there. Something is standing right there. Something's standing. Can you step away from the music box, please?
The silence begins to make you kind of question the edges of yourself, Like you kind of lose track of your sense of security. Your mind kind of frazzles a little bit. I'm also just feeling like heavy. My head is just pounding and my body's sore. Anybody that's around who can use this device, tell me who you are.
Around.
Are you here with me?
Head pounding. That'll do it.
Norman? Is that your name?
Norman?
The things we do for YouTube, like who does this, man?
So I'm going to stop. So one of the guys has nausea, one has back, whatever, and the other one has the headache.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of them is going to feel this energy for days when they leave. They really need to, and maybe they do. They might have a great energy healer that they go to get cleaned up.
That's a nice thought. I would hope that they do.
Yeah, I probably kind of doubt it, but it would be nice if they did, because that's really what they need when they leave, to get rid of that. Because it's going to drag them down. They're going to feel just run down. They'll catch a cold, just feel sick, just feel unhappy, all kinds of, after being in this energy for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the way it works.
That's the way it works.
Yep. So,
general malaise.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm itching a little bit. Not too bad.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
My right ear is itching.
Yeah.
I wonder.
It's part of the energy.
And there's quite a bit of time left on this. This is This is a long one.
Yeah. But that's how sometimes energy will get me that. You'll probably see if you've watched enough of our videos, I'm always like playing with my hair or moving around. That's the way the energy, I kind of feel it and I kind of move it away. And that's just sort of.
When I itch, it's usually like around my nose.
But that happens too. But
my ear, it's interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. It's an odd one.
Maybe something happened to someone there in their ear.
Could be. Could be. Could be.
Could be. Well, that's a funny vision.
Oh, what's
funny
that?
Thought about the ears. There's something with being, because I'm now feeling it too. I'm kind of feeling it in both ears. Like I want to put my hands over my ears. Like I want to put something in my ears, or I want to protect my ear. Protect my ears. That's what I want. I want to like protect my ears. Ooh, my nose. Like I want to protect.
Is that from the cockroaches?
Oh, what a horrible thought.
Because when you said your nose and I want to protect, I just got this creepy, crawly.
Even mouth.
In the mouth and your eyes. Your
like you don't want to have
your
any
wrists and your ankles and your waist and
because there's lots of bugs, cockroaches, which are just the nastiest of all bugs, I think. Okay. Now I'm itchy everywhere. Yeah. Talk about maddening. You could really go mad.
Yes. With the thought, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't even say it out loud, so I'm not gonna.
No. All right.
Guys. Hello? Oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
And it's cold. It's deathly cold. It feels like this building wants to keep you.
I just heard a footstep out there. I swear to God.
What is going on? What's going on? What was that? Hello?
Race, starve, finish.
Finish? You want me to finish this challenge? What do you want to finish? Are you trying to tell me something?
Reach, living.
All I ask is if you can just show me an obvious sign that's different than my equipment. Is there any way you can make some sort of noise, like a knock or something like that? Oh my God. Oh my God. I thought I literally was looking at the door and it looked like something passed in front of it because you can see the light of the music box underneath right here.
I'm trying not to look in the cells. I'm just not in the mental capacity to deal with that right now. I just want to be with other people right now.
Abort.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. We're really going to do things like this, pushing in these seasons. This is just season 1. Imagine what we're going to be able to accomplish by the end of the year.
Back in 2019, when we first started really going hard with these haunted videos, every spot was pretty much different. All of these are linking so well. And by the way, I don't know if you guys can see that. The music box is going off right now. It might be too dark.
Holy smokes, y'all, this is the type of thing that makes you wanna just want it to be morning time in the summer. If there's anything here, oh, my voice is so huge against the silence. I'm honestly more scared of a raccoon coming and fucking with me in here than anything else. I wonder how Colby and Sam are doing.
I just went around again. That second lap took me 9 minutes. That means I've probably been out for about 26, 27 minutes, which we agreed on 15.
If there's anything here with me right now that would like to communicate, there's a music box over there. you can step in front of. We've also got the REM pod right here. You're welcome to set either off just to let me know you're here. Just want to tell your story and explore this place.
The earthies that are around.
Guys, I literally had to switch my phone. Now I can see, so it's like a little bit more cheating, I guess you could say, but this thing just said it was about to die, and I can't afford to lose that footage like the Queen Mary. Let me try turning this back on really quick and see how much life it has. It says it has 29 minutes. It was almost like about to die beforehand.
Just because it's been a long time and I have no idea where anyone's at, I am going to see how fast I can run from one way to the other. Prison break!
That was definitely someone in the far end. In the far end.
You could totally let yourself
That sounded like
just
someone
get
stepping.
so creeped out there.
Totally.
Oh my god, the music box just moved. The music box is going off.
There's definitely someone in here. Whew, okay, I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
And now I'm back to this one. Oh, music box is going off. Hello? There's somebody coming.
I'm not giving it any of them
Please,
right
God, be demonstrated. Please, God, be
Danger?
demonstrated.
Yeah.
Hello? Yes, we do. Yo! Isn't this scary? It's awful here. There was something here with me.
So Sam told us that when we come get you guys, to do it however we want.
Then we have to get Sam too. Also, this said it was like about to die.
Really?
Yeah.
It had 150 minutes of battery when I gave it to you.
What? So should we go get Nate?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. We can't see anything in front of us. Only the camera can. So, oh my god, let's see.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
I understand boys being boys.
Yeah.
But coming from like the ghost point of view, it's really disrespectful to do that. And at the same time, nothing has happened to any of them. So in that way, and then they're all coming back together, so they're feeling a little safer.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has happened. There is a lot of just energy in there. So I really kind of get both things. And I get that they are, they're making fun of ghosts who really need help. And so, yeah, anyway, so I'm sort of tied in there. It's like, how do I feel about that? I don't know. But I also get boys being boys, certainly at their age. They're wanting to goof off. They're wanting to have fun. They're wanting to scare each other.
Sure.
It also helps them not be scared to do that.
Sure.
But
like you said, from the ghost point of view.
Yes.
While all of that energy can feed some of those earthies, they definitely will feed off of all of that chaos that they're going to create. There are so many that are just done.
Yes.
And
yep.
The more chaotic they are and the more fun they're poking, even by scaring, the group of them going to scare Sam is poking fun.
Yes.
And that is what really gets me, that disrespect.
Yeah.
And I understand you raised boys.
I did.
You're going to get it more than me. I'm definitely more on the unliking it.
Well, and
side.
these earthies, they many of them that have stayed, they were tortured there.
Yeah.
So they were tortured in life, and now there is a form of torture after death. There.
They're just reliving and reliving.
Over and over and over and over again. Yeah. All right. So let's, not a whole lot of time left, but we'll see.
Okay.
Southern? Poltergeist! Divided! Coffin! What the fuck? Two found. Maybe. Holy shit.
Those are all just residual words, by the way. Just coming up. Yeah. They don't mean anything.
JB's on the other cell block. It wraps around, doesn't it? Yeah, but we don't hear him at all. He's either hiding in a cell to scare us, or he's in the other cell block. Yeah. There's the only two options.
There's no fucking way he'd be talking.
Yeah.
Like a booze, so he's probably gonna scare me. Where's this bitch at? Hello? Sam. We just lost Sam in a haunted prison.
Not just a haunted prison, the biggest one.
I thought I heard somebody.
He didn't react.
I'm gonna try to scare him.
Sam? Please don't jump out and scare us. There he is.
Holy shit, you guys are 45 minutes.
We've been sneaking up on you for the last 25 minutes. We thought you were waiting to scare us.
We walked around the entire other cell block.
Okay, so you guys left me alone at first, right? I never, ever, ever turned on like a light.
The entire time.
One of the darkest, scariest experiences of my life. But the music box, I decided to put it outside the door, and it was going off constantly.
Really?
Yeah.
Did your music box go off?
Bro. So like for a full 8 minutes, nothing happened in my room. I kid you not, dude. Like 30, 45 seconds later, I heard footsteps at the door. I think it's these two goofing off.
Yeah.
And then the music box starts going off. And I whipped my camera around, and the music box went off for like a full minute and a half.
By the end, my camera had completely died.
Yep. 156 minutes, brand new battery. They've been charging since we got here.
Yeah, it was on green.
Yeah. So I had to use my phone for like the last little bit to like get that, and then I was sweating hot.
I will say something though, dude. Like I've been feeling like garbage for like an hour or so.
Yeah, my backs are.
No, they're not.
That was horrifying.
they're
Seeing
not.
so many fucking shadows.
At least you had the windows to give you
Dude,
light.
but the windows were counteractive. They gave me light, but it was noise after slam after everything. So I was like walking around and all right, so now the actual investigation begins now.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
I'm glad he's taking a break. Hopefully he takes a break outside of
I
the
was just gonna say, I
the
hope they're
jail.
outside.
That feels okay where he is, but it wouldn't be as good as if he just left.
That was, I started to do this crazy migraine like right behind my eyes.
You guys good?
And yeah.
Should I film this? Are you guys good?
Yeah, we're fine. I'm just telling you, dude, like I was fine like when we got here. And then towards the end of the tour, starting to feel like achy. But then in the attic, just like had this crazy migraine. And it might be just because it's cold, but like even right now.
Like you feel like you're actually getting like sick. That's not just like a weird
The
feeling.
energy.
Yep. And his own fear.
Yes. Yep.
Well, I'm sure I'll see you again at some point.
Good for his own safety.
Yeah.
Feel better.
All right.
And he
Adios,
needs to go to
man.
Energy healing ASAP.
Oh, we will.
We'll let you know about it later.
Shut the door on
Shut the door. Fuck.
We love you too, Nate.
Alright, it's okay. Will you give us a ride, Dylan?
Dude, that portal probably works.
Not all, when I say, give energy healing, not all energy healers are created equal. I just gonna say that.
Oh, that's very
And
true.
So it needs to be someone who knows how to work with someone who's been in that kind of energy.
Yes.
Just throwing that out.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yes.
A very good point.
Yeah. So where did you want to say something?
No, I was laughing
Oh.
at the stoppage. That's just a great laugh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, wait, actually? Holy shit! I was like, what?
Burnt dead guy.
Wait. Yo, there's burnt dead guys.
What was that? I heard that. It was like, what was that?
Yeah. When you fast footsteps right there?
It was right behind you. It was literally like...
What? You did not hear that?
You were screaming.
Yeah, because there was a giant footstep behind me.
It literally sounded like somebody came up behind him, like what we tried to do to him, like when we jumped down the
Yes.
gate, like jump up behind him and scare him.
What?
They got us.
Yo,
That's a good sign.
That is a great sign. Guys, we just are starting to walk into the solitary confinement unit.
And something just followed us. Second investigation without me.
Yeah, and then there were 4. I genuinely just hope it's like caught a bug or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously the cold's not gonna be good for it. But that's okay. He did the most difficult part.
that's the second investigation in a row we've had giant footsteps like step towards us like that. Like at Madison.
Oh yeah, Madison, we just had that. No way!
Whoa. Wait, turn off the light real quick.
Oh no.
Yo, what? No way!
This is how you live. And they said what? They could fit 10 people in
They
the
were,
cells.
yeah, they
sometimes?
put like 10 people in here or something.
How could you be with 10 people in here like this?
Dude, you can't even see
No.
a single thing. Like if I'm literally putting my hand in my eye.
And then they would like murder each other. Whoa.
Yeah.
They would like murder each other like in the dark.
Because like this is, you gotta think like this is going to mess with your mind.
More than just
Yeah, if you're sitting there for like
That was
days on end in complete blackness.
And when you're
murder was probably kind. Yeah. You know what I mean? To get out of that, that was the kinder thing that they might do to you in all of that. The pictures running through my head are just horrible. I don't even want to look at them. All right.
Agreed. Yeah.
solitary in most places, you're in there for like 23 out of the 24 hours a day.
There was one point where they stuck people in here for a full week without food.
How do you sleep with 10 people in here? Like on top of each other?
I was gonna say you have to honestly like take shifts, but then at the same time you're taking shifts trying to figure it out in this type of darkness.
Right, where somebody is.
And
It's
do
like,
you think
okay.
murderers are really going to be like, oh yeah, okay.
Let me scooch over.
Yeah, they're probably like, fuck you, now it's my turn to sleep, you know?
Just slide over real quick.
I don't know if we ever told you guys about this story, but there was this one guy that got sentenced here for only a year and he couldn't deal with it, so he committed suicide.
That kind of shows
That's
how
it.
bad the conditions were.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you have a light at the end of the tunnel when you're like, all right, I got a year. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's going to be a terrible year, but it's a year.
You got your whole life back,
Right.
but he didn't even want it
He
back.
couldn't handle
Yeah,
it.
he couldn't deal with it long enough.
That would definitely give you back problems.
Like if you're sleeping with your head down there, you're next to the toilet.
I was gonna say, his head's right there, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And the music box. And pointing over. Dude, it wasn't going this much in my room.
Can you step away from that for a second? So
just for a
it
second.
did.
Split second.
Can you come in this room right here and set off this little device?
So,
This little red light?
so what's coming through now is they were so used to having so many people around them all the time. They like when there's a group that comes in and stays together, because the earthies, there's a familiarity with that.
Okay.
Even the earthies that are there, they kind of group together a bit. And so that's why you're going to get more with a group. Now, when we talked about that before, that was for a different reason. For this particular reason here right now is there's more, you can feel more like coming toward them a little bit, but it's because they're in a group. And so there's something about, and even in, there's safety in groups, there's a familiarity with a group, there's more energy with a group, because there's some entities there, some earthies who sort of suck up most of the energy, and there are a lot of earthies who don't have that much. So it being in a group, it kind of ignites them.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
That's what I'm getting.
Total sense.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to like separate the energy that I was getting when all of that was going off. To me, it just felt like that chaotic ball of energy that came in. Yeah. But that makes sense if there's a group of them that's coming. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
And I've gotten pretty 3D into watching this at the moment, so I'm not fully.
I kind of go back
in there. Yeah,
go in and out. All right.
What do they say though? They think a lot of the footsteps and stuff you're hearing is the guard that was hit with the pipe doing his rounds.
If you're a prisoner, can you set off this REM pod? And if you're a guard, can you set off the music box out there?
The guard.
All you gotta do is walk near either one. You've been doing it.
We just want to know who you are. If you're...
Oh, prisoner. Are you trapped here?
Whoa! That's like grabbing a hold of it.
What is grabbing a hold of it? Yo! What?
Whoa!
No.
Yo!
God.
Wait, whoa!
That's a pretty definite answer. You said, are you trapped here? And it literally just grabbed on.
What I get when he says, "Are you trapped here?" He's thinking of his, not like I'm trapped in this dimension, I want to go somewhere. That's not the trapped he's talking about. So the spirit is like in that room or in that jail. He felt trapped there. There was nowhere for him to go. He was trapped. He was being abused. He couldn't handle it. That's what he's talking about. Not like, so he's just like screaming for help. Somebody please, just one of you people has to be able to help me one of these times that you come in. Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
That was good.
What was it?
That was good.
I think that was like, we sounded pretty close to the REM pod.
Yeah. Nailed it. If you want us to get out of your cell, set that off.
Maybe they want us to stay forever.
When we were doing research on this place,
Help?
Again, the same thing. Same thing.
I'm still getting that safety in numbers.
Like, again, just to show you have to get right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that doing
That doesn't make any sense.
It hasn't done it like that in a long time, too.
Oh!
So it's the guard doing the odds. That the guard just came back around now. Because it hasn't gone off in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Dude, yes, you're 100% right.
I was saying, these people might be like close to our age.
Yeah.
So like...
They're supposed to be...
Yep. See?
Oh,
No way.
Even the guy that set himself on fire is 22.
He was gonna get out and still have a life.
Yeah. Because especially when they're that young.
Can you set this off if you just want company? If you just want friends again? Do you miss other people, other connections?
Yo.
Oh my god.
That's so sad, though.
That is real. Well, I mean, yeah, the people in solitary confinement are the loneliest of the lonely.
There's a flip side to it. They're in here for a reason. They're the worst of the worst here, too.
This inmate's getting rowdy. Can you come check this cell?
You know, we're in the cell, too, right? Help.
Jeez, what is going on?
There's nothing out there. Like, I just went out and looked, obviously there's nothing out there.
Might be janky.
Yeah, go reset.
And solitary confinement was not just for the worst of the worst. If you just got in trouble for something, they would throw you down there.
They didn't like you, they'd throw you down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am getting something really angry.
Okay.
And maybe the anger is just frustration. But they're not.
Say more?
They're not helping them. They're just
No.
Oh, hi, yeah, you went.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yep, that's what it is. That's that frustration of here we go again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think they get kind of excited at first that it's going to be different. Like, this is the group that's going to help us. This is the group that's going to stay or help me cross, whatever it is. This is the group that's going to give me some relief. They don't
make it different.
Make it different because they don't know what it is they need or want.
Right.
Not all of them. Some of them do.
Some do.
But I'm not feeling that here.
There's in here there feels like there's so many that are infantile, if you will.
Yeah.
They're infants in the paranormal
right
world. And they just don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
And they were that way in life, and they're that way now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So still stuck, still at the sort of at the hands of other people. They don't have a lot of control. They don't think they do. It's just awful. This energy is just horrific.
Ooh. They don't think they have any control, and they refuse to take control because then they have to have personal responsibility. Dang.
If you want to go that deep.
Well, I just did.
Yes. All right.
Just in case.
Are you still here and you want to talk to us?
The guard's like, you can turn it back off, but I'm still standing here.
Yeah.
If that's a guard standing out there, set this off, let us know.
Okay, reset it. Reset the music box.
Right.
Went off for 2 seconds.
Yep. Nothing.
Now nothing. So something was standing there. If you're glad that we're here and you want to talk, touch this red button right now.
You said you wanted companionship or a friend. We're here. If you want to talk, just please.
The minute you brought up companionship again. Look at him.
I think that's all it cares about.
Yeah.
Because it just wants friends.
We have another piece of equipment with us. This allows us to hear your voice. So if you want to talk to us, you come up to this and you speak into it and we'll be able to hear you. So you can tell us whatever you
Oh my god, now it's doing different.
See, now you know it's not some fluke. It went like around this way.
And then hit that one, yeah. What were you in prison for? What's the guard's name?
Were you a guard or an inmate?
Is there any way we can help you cross over?
As soon as you said, "Can we help you?" Boom.
Again, it's that compassion. It's the, can we help you at all? What can we do for you?
Yes,
That was the
yeah.
only question about helping.
He probably just wants to escape this fucking cell.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's when it goes crazy. There's definitely
There was voices.
Can you say Mansfield? What do you think about cops?
Were you scared in this cell?
Do you want us to be your friend?
See, they're just throwing these questions out there. It's like they want, if they're not these. It's very upsetting. These are people in need. They're in crisis. They need help. And all they're getting is a bunch of questions thrown at them.
With no compassion behind them.
Correct.
With no...
even ability to then help them. If you're going to throw out, we can help you, or I'm going to help you, or do you want help, you should have something to back that up.
That's true.
Yeah. So this is the part that really starts getting to me, because there's more than one spirit there, and they want the help, and they're so tired, and they just feel so beaten.
Yep.
Yeah. Why it's just hope. They're hoping that someone's going to, maybe if I talk to them long enough, they'll do something. And they do like the energy of all the people, and they get out of their normal stuff that they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing is just very upsetting. All right.
It is.
We'll keep going.
What? Cops.
Yeah. You know what's weird about that is the equipment hasn't gone off at all, and I don't think we got much right there.
Yeah. It sounded like it was far away.
Or maybe it left.
Yeah, maybe it's done.
As soon as...
Oh, maybe it's done. It's like, no, I'm here.
I feel like it likes you.
It doesn't want us to leave.
Music box hasn't gone off at all.
This is really...
Okay, real quick again. The spirits can walk right by those things and it not set them off.
Yes.
Just letting you know. We've watched enough of these to know.
Watched it many times.
Yes, they can choose to set it off or choose not to set it off. So, all right, keep going.
Bad to say, but what if we just can't help this person, but they just don't want us to leave?
Yeah, us helping is staying here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they just want company.
One box is going off with just the light. I can see the reflection of it on the ceiling. Wait, one person left and it starts going off. Does it make you sad when we leave? It does. Set that off again. We'll come back in. Oh, wait, you're right here?
Yeah.
Did you hear something?
No, the music box going off. I thought he was down
Oh,
for a second.
shit. All right, I'm gonna leave too. If you want us to stay, make this go off.
We'll come back only if you set that off. Can you hold that?
What the hell was that?
Dude, that sounded like a cell or something.
What was that?
Cell door.
Yeah. Is it down there or was it above us?
It almost sounded like somebody stepping on metal.
What if it was above us, on the floor above us?
So like the obelisk, when I was walking around, it said steps above the cellar.
What?
As in when you guys were down here earlier.
We were up in solitary and we heard some like footsteps and stuff. We thought you guys was like walking around.
Had steps above.
We heard it, and then we saw the shadow, and then we just heard it again above us, more footsteps.
So who's upstairs?
That's like the strangest thing I've ever experienced.
They're kicking us out at like 3 a.m., so we'll be back soon.
You can't hear us.
Look at this guy. We love you, man. Welcome to the last investigation. Apparently the attic is the most active spot. 300,000 likes and we're gonna do a prison outside of the United States. So if you guys like these, leave a like, comment down below if you're in.
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
All right.
Wow.
Yes. So, ghost point of view. I think we talked about that a lot through the whole thing.
I think so.
For different reasons, they liked groups of people rather than singular people.
The individuals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of activity there. A lot of residual, a lot of just energy buildup, a lot of conscious spirit.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are pretty well done with people coming and poking and prodding them. I think that's also what happens sometimes when someone gets hurt in there. They get what people, the spirits are just go away.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just furious that you're there. They're tired of the poking and prodding. Some, like the one head guy that has the scouts.
The scouts.
Yeah, he might do it because he likes hurting people.
He might.
But we never did see him.
No.
He stayed away. A lot of them stayed away. A lot of them just wanted to be invisible.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them wanted help. We would definitely cross over a lot of spirits.
There would be a lot that would be
it would
crossed
take
over.
Weeks, if not months, to clear out that year. It'd be a long time because that's a big place.
It is,
and we'd have to do it very methodically.
Yes.
Yes. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The residual energy that's in that place that comes in every sense, the visual, but the audible is like deafening.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if every one of these guys, even the ones that didn't do the challenges, they're not going to be well for a week. That is so much in there.
No, they need a nice healing from someone who can just clear their energy and then fill them up with all right. Well,
that was interesting.
Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed. I know we haven't done Sam and Colby for a while because we're going down our list. We probably won't do another one again for a while.
It'll probably be a while.
Because our list, believe me,
gosh,
is so very long, and we want to get to them all. We only do now one a week. And we have been only doing one a week for a while. Occasionally we're able to throw another one in there.
Yeah.
But that's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So please subscribe and like and
share with your friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
let us know if you liked having the first part of the video.
Yeah.
That we don't watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see how that turns out.
So let us know what you think.
Okay.
And talk to you soon.
Yeah. Till next time.
Bye.